this camera is crooked. Just to see if I can, I don't know. I can never tell when the camera's crooked, and I feel like it is like at least half the time. I've got a precious baby in my lap, but this tripod is broken, so if I move the camera, it's never going back. Want to see her? Here she is. Is that not the most beautiful creature you've ever seen? Look at her, she doesn't even know what's going on. That's the most precious part about her. She's happy because she doesn't know. Right? She's happy because she does not know. She knows nothing of the world, which is so sweet and nice. It's gonna be hard with you in my lap though. Can you sit next to me? Oh, you're just happy to be alive. Great. Happy for you. Come sit here. She won't. Maybe she'll move when I pick up this box. Here it is. Here's the box. It's really big. Oh. There's a siren. It's not gonna be the only one. It never is. It's like, oh, God, I can't fucking stand living here. God, maybe I should just leave. Start a new life as a new person somewhere else. I'm the type of person that needs a quiet life, and it's not the kind of life that I have, you know? Let me know in the comment section below. Do you like a quiet life, or do you like the hustle and bustle and siren sounds of big cities? I'm interested to know. My mouth is super dry again. This happens every month. Right before my period starts, just extreme dry mouth, and it's so bad. Obviously, there's something wrong with me. What is that? I don't know. Let's try this again. Let's see if we can do it. Here's the big box. If you've been around for a really long time, probably since last year around this time, you'll know. You'll be able to guess. Poplet X Thai Cocoa neck pillow ends. Let me just enter this giveaway real fast. All right, the sheer volume of interruptions we've had so far. I'm on like a Discord for Whatnot, specifically by Derek Kicks. He's one of my favorite Whatnotters. He's just a fun and funny guy, and he does Discord giveaways all the time. It was like this fire like Thai Cocoa thing. They never make Thai Cocoa merch. Had to at least try for it, right? Let's start again. If you've been around since around last year at this time, you'll know. I got this girl at Walmart for $25, and I ranted and raved about how wonderful she is, and I still feel that way. First of all, the face is stunning. The body, gorgeous. This thing weighs a lot. She's a really high quality, nice doll, has tons of points of articulation. The clothes are nice. Obviously, she's Jem of the Jem franchise. What's inside here relates to that. Let's just open it up and have a look. This one was not $25. No, it was really expensive. I think it was like $120. I bought it when I was gainfully employed and have just been waiting for it ever since. So that's good. It's always nice to buy things when you're gainfully employed and then they arrive when you're poverty stricken. Oh, fuck yeah, look at all this bubble wrap. That's fire, dude. You know what that means. More packing material for me. Dog got scared. Whoops. Oh, this is nice stuff too. Look at this. Look at that. I always use reused packaging when I ship my stuff. That's worth its weight in gold right there. And this is what we're looking at today. Oh my goodness gracious me. First of all, this box literally weighs so much. It's so heavy. These dolls are like quality heavy. They feel like almost like BJD-like, even though they're made of just regular plastic. We've got Jerrica and Synergy of the Jem franchise here. We've got like a personified Synergy because you know she's a computer in real life. Yeah, in real life. On the show, she's a computer. And then we got Jerrica, the alter ego of Jem. And I saw these, I didn't even look. It was like I saw them and I was like, need them. Purchased them, and now here they are in my hot little hands just a few months later, and they look absolutely stunning. So let's start, shall we? I can't stop looking. I cannot wait to get these dolls out of the box, honest to God. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's very stunning, very nice. It's very similar to the packaging that we saw on the Jem doll. The colors are beautiful. They represent the Jem franchise really, really well. I love that the whole front of it is just a big window, and the background is like Synergy from the show. Like, that's fire. I love that. There's like some 80s geometric design too on the front. Then of course we've got their names on there. Freaking incredible. Mine is a little bit dented, but I don't really care because I'm taking them out of the box. How does that even happen? You saw how it was packaged. USPS, I suppose. My friend got these too, and his were shipped by FedEx, and he got them before me. He lives in Brooklyn. I don't know. Just whatever, I guess they just do whatever. Here's the back of the box, some more absolutely stunning artwork. And of course it says Jem in the corner here. There's some stuff that you can go ahead and read. And this does say limited edition. It was like a Comic Con exclusive, but you could just buy it. So I did, that's what I did. And now it is time to unbox them. I have no memory of how easy the doll was to unbox. Absolutely zero, because I have the memory of a goldfish. I will of course link the video where I opened the Jem doll down below if you want to check that out. Before or after this one. They relate to each other, but it's like not necessary viewing, you know? But these are made by Loyal Subject. They do like a lot of the nostalgic toys, and they do a really good job. So 10 on 10 would recommend. Okay. Whoa. All right, the first thing I'm seeing here is Synergy's hand at the bottom. She lost a hand. That's fine, we can just stick that back on. Oh, there's instructions to change batteries because I'm fairly certain the stands do sing. I don't know if I can play it. I'll probably get demonetized. I don't know. It's like all of it is under fair use if you're not like showing an entire thing, but for some reason people claim the copyright and YouTube says that's okay, which actually it isn't under fair use, but here we are. This is the world that we live in. Everybody wants their money. The thing that was at the bottom of the package were these stands. They're kind of big, but the bottom says Jem on them. It's in like the style of the television show. The clips work really well. I just like the colors of them. I feel like they're kind of stunning. Well, you know what? I'm gonna do this off camera later. You get the idea. They also come with combs. This is exactly how the Jem doll came. Of course, the Jem doll was $25 and these were $120. I mean, I know it's two dolls, and I did say I feel like the Jem doll was underpriced, honestly, when I opened her, because I'm like, how are they doing that for this price? But you know, we're in a different time and a different place than we were a year ago with all of this stuff. So I guess we just need to accept that if we want to be doll collectors, we're gonna have to pay. Wowie zowie. Extremely easy. I cut 3 tea ties. And notice how the doll stayed beautifully in the packaging and you didn't have to do 1,000 different insane tea tying and strapping down of the doll to make it do that. Wow. I guess it can be done. This is gonna be cute because I think this will just pull out. Yeah, it's fire, dude. Look at this. Amazing backdrop. I actually had my Jem doll set on my table back there. I might stick this on the table and put them all in front of it. Wow, that's cool. See what we're getting for $120, 2 dolls. That makes them 60 bucks a piece. If I'm honest, I feel like that's a reasonable price for them. They released the rest of Jem's band too as a pre-order, which I didn't order then. I'm kind of hoping I can get them in the future. Here come the sirens. But I believe those ranged in price from like $55 to $60. So I guess that's what these dolls are going for now. I mean, obviously nobody wants to pay $60 for a doll, but you are getting a lot of quality on these dolls for the price point, in my opinion. I feel like $50, $60 is actually pretty reasonable. So let's start out here. I'm holding Synergy in my hand, so let's start with her. She's freaking outstanding. I am gonna undress someone. I think it'll be easier to undress Jerrica, so we'll do her. But we'll start out here with Synergy. She's a computer in the television show, but they've like made her into a physical character, which I think is stunning. And I think she's so fun and unique. She's such an interesting doll. So she's got a big, fat 1980s hairdo. I love the way this looks. I think it actually looks better than the Jem doll. I think that they've improved on the hair a little bit since the first go around, if I'm honest. They didn't put any tea ties in it and they somehow managed to keep it looking fluffy inside the packaging. I don't know, there was like this thing behind her, so maybe that helped. I'm not sure, but I guess it can be done, everybody. I did say I thought this was polypropylene last time, and the hair textures do feel like very different. People were saying, no, it's not polypropylene, it's nylon. This feels like nylon to me. The original doll's hair does feel different texture. Again though, and I always say this, I'm not the best at identifying hair types, so don't quote me on that. But there's the hairstyle, super 80s, super fun. It came out of the box looking really, really good. Like honestly, I'm not gonna do much to this. I think it's great. I love her little like swoopy bang here. Oh, it's stunning. She's also got this like super 80s headband, and it's in a sparkly spandex material. It's got like an overlay of like a hollow dot, which is so fun. Here's what it looks like in the back. It's held on there by like a piece of elastic. It'll just help it stay on there better. And I don't think there's a T-tie inside. Coming on down to the face. This is so fun and unique and interesting to me. So she does have little eyebrows there. Okay, it sounds quiet. Can it stay that way? Nope. The fact that I'm looking at her is just making it worse because I keep giving her attention for being a little shit. I can see her looking at me like she's gonna start in. Okay, so let's take a look at this doll's face. It's absolutely stunning and gorgeous and unique and interesting. As you can see under her little like 80s sweatband here, she's got some eyebrows. Those eyebrows are shaped like in a very 80s superhero aesthetic kind of way, which I appreciate so much because I love those like vintage from the 80s animation television shows that feature superheroes like He-Man and She-Ra, and Jem sort of like fits into the category too because not only is she a singer, but she's sort of a superhero at the same time. So that's stunning to me. But look at the eyes and the makeup on this one. So she's a computer, right? They put like an overlay over her eyes, just sort of like suggests some machinery. I don't know, I love it so much, but the makeup, look at the makeup. It's so cool. It's got like a geometric shape in the crease. She's got some purple. Above that, there's some like shimmery purple that blends out. Like, are you kidding? It's so stunning to me and so gorgeous. And what color are those eyelashes? Are they brown? They're sort of like a brownish purple shade, I would say. And I love that they kept her like very one color palette because of course this is what Synergy looks like on the show. And I feel like they really did a good job of like personifying her in doll form. As you can see, she's got a stunning purple skin complexion, but it's kind of a unique purple. I don't know, how do you describe that? It's like sort of lavender, but it has like almost a gray undertone, which I think is really fun. I love this bright pink blush. I think it's very stunning and very gorgeous. And then she's got a bright red lip, which I feel like was very typical of the 80s. She could have also had a bright pink lip and it would have worked just as well. I don't even care anymore. There's gonna be noise in the background because it won't stop and I don't wanna stop again. I've stopped 5 times. So this is the outfit that we're looking at on the Synergy. It is very stunning and very gorgeous. It's a very like superhero-esque kind of outfit, but it like so suits the 80s vibes and aesthetic. And there's something about the purple that reads very 80s too with the blue and the pink. It's like very Lisa Frank coded, if you know what I mean, you see what I'm saying. So this bodysuit is made out of purple spandex. It's got like a coating of holographic dots all over it, which is very stunning. But it also has all these little geometric designs all over it, which I think is really nice. So there's this one on the front, that's the blue and the pink, and it's got a lighter pink at the center there, stunning. The other feature of the top of this is it has these like cool superhero shoulders built into it. That's very stunning and gorgeous, isn't it? It's got sort of like a panty area. It gets better. I did some exploring. It's got the really nice Velcro on the back of it. It's 2 freaking layers. So there's like this overlay leotard. They didn't even have to do that. If it was all one piece, nobody would have cared or noticed. So it is in fact 2 pieces. There's this one on the top here, which features the shoulders and the leotard with the underwear attached. And then there's a completely separate layer with a long sleeve bodysuit that you can see that covers the rest of her body. Absolutely stunning, absolutely gorgeous. There's some little patches on the arms too in the blue shade. She also has these gauntlets here in a warm purple sort of pink shade. I think they're meant to be gloves because her hands are the same color. That makes sense, right? And the pants portion of this features a little blue patch and a little pink patch down here that does sort of get covered by these absolutely stunning boots in that sort of magenta shade. They've got a painted detail here over the top. They are a high-heeled boot. As you can see, the shape of that heel and also the toe is very 80s. They did a really good job with that. I love it so much. And that is all of the details of Synergy here. And I do have to say, I'm more impressed than I thought I would be. Somehow she exceeded my expectations, having seen the Jem doll last year. I don't know, I just feel like there's so much detail and it's just so well done, if you know what I mean. So extremely impressed with that. That's a $60 doll. We'll take a look at the posability on the Jerrica too, so you can see what that's like. It's like really 10 on 10 incredible. So let's move on to Jerrica. Here's doll number 2 from the pack. Here's Jerrica. You know, Jem's like regular form, the girl who owns the record company and the orphanage somehow. It's so weird. The plot line is so weird. It's such a funny plot line. So there she is. She's in her Jerrica outfit. The Jem doll actually came with 2 outfits, and she came with the Jerrica outfit, but because she has the pink hair and the Jem makeup, it like never really made sense to me. But now we have just 2 outfits we can dress this Jerrica in, so that's pretty fire, isn't it? So let's take a look at her. At the top of her head here, we have the classic 1980s Jerrica hat. This one is in pink and blue, which is oh so cute. This is tea-tied to her head, so we're just gonna leave it on there. She does feature a cute little blonde bob, which I love. I love a bob on a doll. And this one's pretty well done, so it would seem. Like there's a few stray hairs, but it is gelled. The hair feels very soft though, and it doesn't look like overly gelled, you know what I mean? Like she doesn't look like her hair is covered full of gel. I think what I will do is like even it out just a little bit. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with the hair. I think it looks nice. She looks like a cute little 80s girl in her little hat. But the face on this one, like, are you kidding? She's so stunning. She's looking a little more like a regular girl because she's supposed to be a regular girl. She features her normal style blonde eyebrows. She's got some pink makeup on the eyes with a shimmery overlay. As you can see, her cut crease is in pink. And then she's just got some thick black eyelashes on top. And then some blue ones on the bottom. That's super fun. And she has bright blue eyes. Very stunning, very gorgeous. I think this shine on her nose might be like hairspray or hair gel. We can get that off later. Her cheeks, beautiful pink. Lips, also beautiful pink. And she features just like a soft little smile, which I think is really pretty. When a doll is smiling, this is the style I prefer, which is kind of like a little, you know, it's not overdone. I like a smile like that. I wish Barbie would make more dolls like that. Anyway, moving on down to her little outfit. It's Jerrica. It's a Jerrica outfit. Jerrica always kind of looked like she was going to prison. She wore striped little dresses, and this is what it was. The pink and the blue. We've got vertical stripes on this one. I guess she wanted to look real tall. That should help. Nice and thick stripes. And then, of course, the classic 1980s, a Jerrica belt. This one's in hot pink. It is made out of like a spandexy kind of material. It's quite cute, quite nice. It's got a lot of shine to it, and then it's got a cute little fringe detail, which, you know, I love. Any added little detail, I'm not sure. Like, I feel like it's supposed to like be off center like that or something. And of course, this outfit does just have a piece of Velcro. They've done it like the Defa Lucy dolls, where they use the Velcro as an underlap to save money on fabric, which I think is genius because why waste money when you don't need to? She also features just some big fat pumps, very 80s shape, very 80s shape heel. They're just in pink. They're a cooler tone pink than the Jem doll. So all 3 of these ladies do have different shoes, which is nice. And obviously she is a little bit more simple than Synergy, but that's okay. It actually works in our favor because we're gonna be able to easily undress her and have a look at the body, which in my opinion is one of the best parts of these dolls. I think this should be fine. She's not anatomically correct. And she's got molded on underwear, perfect. So here's the body shape, and I love this body shape. I feel like it's very like human people-y, and that's one of my favorite things to see in dolls. I just like when my dolls look like people and they're not like super thin or super tall, and I feel like this is doing exactly what I want. For some reason, there are 2 different tones here on the legs, which you can't see when she's dressed, and none of the other dolls have that. Actually, I don't know about Synergy, but Jem doesn't because I've undressed her before. But that's just a point of note. She does have the darkest skin complexion of all the dolls. Jem is like really light and Synergy is obviously purple. So they are making them in different skin tones. In person, I feel like the face looks more matchy to the body than on camera. Like I feel like they're looking real different. But let's see. Her head mobility is probably the weakest part about her. I remember this. The side to side isn't bad, but the up and down's like not very good. Her arms, not quite 180, but almost there, like more than a Barbie. She does have a little twist joint here at the shoulder, but it's gonna look awky. But maybe, no, it will look awky in the dress. So there's that twist joint. She does have a double jointed elbow that has really nice mobility on it. She can touch her face. Well, she can almost touch her face. She's close. But the hand sculpt is also so beautiful. Look at it. Look at it. Stunning. And the hand mobility is very human. Like I feel like that's a reasonable expectation for how much mobility a human wrist would have. Chest joint has a little bit back. Really not much forward a tiny, tiny bit, you can see there's like a little ledge. It's like very ball jointed doll-esque, honestly. And the side to side is very minimal. Like, honestly, I feel like they could leave that joint out if it's not gonna function super well. Let's see, what the sit looks like. She's very splayed. Very splayed out, like her legs don't go together. And she leans back, so she's not even close to 90. All they had to do to fix that too was carve this out a little bit more. Like just raised it up a little bit higher, it would have been fine. There's not gonna be anything back because she's got this fabulous butt. She does have a twist joint here at the thigh, once again looking a little awky. It's like very ball jointed doll style. But the knee joint is absolutely incredible. She got tons of mobility out of that. She has some decent rotation outward this way. So that's cute. And her feet have really good mobility also. She can point all the way down. And she can do like a decent flex also. So that's cute, hey. And I just feel like the sculpting of that is so beautiful to me. Look at her stomach area, her little abs. But they're not like so abby. They look like very girly. Do you know what I mean? She's got a very feminine figure and I really like that about her. There's also some pretty sculpting in the back. A little bit of shoulder blades, some muscles in the back area. I just think that's so beautiful, so pretty. Let's put you back in your outfit, queen. And if we look at this outfit, I mean, I feel like they could have cut that a little bit longer and it wouldn't sort of roll out the front, which is what we saw happening. But you can definitely seam that down. It's not that big of a deal. And this is like a nice quality jersey. It doesn't feel cheap. Not at all. Not like Mattel when they even use jersey, which they never do. I've never tried any of the other Loyal Subjects products because like the IPs don't really appeal to me so much, but I'd be interested from somebody who has in the comment section below to let me know if they're as good quality as these dolls, because I love these dolls and I wish that they would get like other licenses to do dolls, because I would love more dolls like these in my collection from like other vintage IPs, you know? Very prison. But that's what she looked like on the show. She's giving jail chic. I also love how big the hands are and how large the feet are too. I feel like it makes the doll have very like human-y proportions. I just love a doll that looks like a people. I can't help it. Gorgeous. There she is all dressed up again. Jem is truly outrageous. That's the gist. You get one line of that, maybe. I'm gonna go put these dolls over there and I'm gonna set them up and then I'm gonna show you and then I'll give you my final thoughts. I thought it was gonna be such a fire backdrop, but I feel like it's just kind of too small if I'm honest. So I'll probably end up moving that, but it will be cute to like take pictures in it, you know what I mean? But these dolls to me are so absolutely stunning. I love every inch of them. I feel like they do such a beautiful job with the screenings. The sculpting of the faces is very pretty. The bodies are gorgeous. I have to say the bodies are probably one of my favorite parts. I love the posability of them. Quite obviously, I can't stop raving about it. And also the clothes are super well done and super high quality. I mean, look at the shine. Look at the shine. So pretty, so pretty. Look, just absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning, absolutely gorgeous. And there are new dolls coming out. It's the rest of the band for Jem. So all of her sisters and friends should be coming out soon too, which is kind of exciting. And I've seen, because they had it at a toy fair last year, that they're gonna do Misfits also, which I'm very excited for. So certainly let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think of these stunning queens? I mean, needless to say, when I bought her at $25, I think she was well worth it. These ladies and like the new ones at $50 to $60, how do you feel about that? Do you think it's worth it still? I'm super interested to know. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, feel free to put a Jem emoji down below to let me know you're a real one. Thank you so very much for coming. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you have a wonderful time. I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.